Oh, you're all good.
Next week, Corey. Maybe next week. Where is the dog? I knew there was a dog on this planet. Oh, that's a good idea, honey.
I know, right? I'm sorry.
Very good idea.
This court is being snoopy.
Is that the one that...
Today.
Oh, the red one's the good one. Oh.
It's rebelling.
Maybe it's because of...
Oh, maybe it's because try it one more time.
This is your clarity to the...
Oh, okay, good.
Yep, whenever you're ready. It's
Okay. Good. Yeah, we're gonna just get another minute.
They end up in clothing usually.
It's just the
One more.
only thing just cuts out some of
Welcome, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone talking. I love it. Welcome, everyone. Oh, it's so good to see all these wonderful, lovely faces. Oh, welcome to the fellowship today, and I'm glad you made it in. I know we had some road closed. Some
was taken out from the Jazz Fest.
Yeah, for some of the signs that were still up from the Jazz Fest. But glad that you all figured out a way to come. So, and a big welcome to those also watching virtually. Hello, Mary's in California with her daughter. I know having a lovely time. And so we'll just open our service with the prayer of the children of love. And it's right on the front of your cover.
Your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything. Father, Mother, God, your children pray, be loving us in every way.
Thank you. Oh, lovely. What a beautiful song, beautiful voices. And before we do our opening meditation, just want to draw your attention to the packet, your packet that you have in front. And if you've got any new changes, maybe it's an email or phone, you could just fill this out. Or if you're new to us, you can fill that out. And on the back, you can fill out those you would like to have remembered in service today. So we'll have a special time in service to put those names in a basket later on. So there's a pencil in there. You can fill that out. And we'll start with our meditation. So I will invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. What works best for you to go inward. Leave behind maybe the hustle and bustle, maybe the traffic or road closed signs. And just set those all aside so we can be really present here. So just taking our slow, low, deep breaths in and out. Feeling your feet and that lovely sound of that lovely, lovely little girl. Oh, what a blessing. And as we gently press into our feet, feel that length that we can create in our spine and that nice open posture. So we're in this open and receptive posture. And taking those slow, deep breaths again, in and out. And feel your body supported by the chair. And feel your breath moving through your body. Really notice that breath as it enters into the nostrils, circulating through the body. And notice as it leaves your body, that cool air becomes warmer as it leaves your body on that out-breath. And as we gather in this sacred space, this circle of souls, this beautiful community, we take a moment to turn inward and to open our hearts. Just letting go of anything that you've carried in, that stress or worry. Again, we're going to just let it be set aside. We don't need to fix anything or to solve any problems. Right here, just let things be. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. And just a quiet invitation to be. Feel the presence of peace around you. Perhaps it feels like warmth. Perhaps it feels like stillness. Or perhaps it is simply the sense that you are not alone. Together, let us set an intention for this time. May it be a sense of clarity, connection, of healing and transformation. May each of us receive what we need. And may we remember the light within us and all around us. And just taking one more breath, a deeper breath, in and out. And when you're ready, just wiggle your fingers and toes and carry this peace with us throughout our service here today. Gently opening your eyes if they're closed. And it is my pleasure now to introduce Mighty Medicine. Yay.
We all brought new instruments today.
All right.
So tonight we got all of our songs are going to be original tunes that Deshaun and I wrote over the years. So.
May I live a life of virtue to meet each newborn day, and everything I say and do be a service to the earth, I pray. And in my time of struggle, may comfort come to me. Lay a gentle hand on my broken heart and tell me that I'm free. I only pray that we live a life of love, and we make this earth a heaven we wish for in the stars above. I only pray that we live a life of grace, and that every belly is satisfied and light shines on every face. I see divinity when I look into your eyes. It wears your face as a disguise. I see divinity when I'm looking at the trees. It wears your face when it comes to me. I only pray that we live a life of love, and we make this earth a heaven we wish for in the stars above. I only pray that we live a life of grace, newborn day. And everything I say and do be of service to the earth, I pray. And in my time of struggle, may comforts come to me. Lay a gentle hand on my broken heart and tell me that I'm free.
That was just lovely. Oh, one more round for you. Okay. And now it's time to stand, if you're able, for a fellowship song, and it's number 25. It's in every one of us. And then after, we'll stay standing for a namaste greeting or a greeting that works for you.
It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up both your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing why. It's in every one of us, by and by. It's in every one of us to be wise. Find your heart, open up all your eyes. We can all know everything without ever knowing how. It's in every one of us now, right now.
Ooh. And let's stay standing for our greeting, maybe a big hug or a namaste. Ooh. Or an alarm. That's a phone.
One of those days.
Okay.
was thinking maybe that'll be easier patterns hard on it. Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's common. Is it your cartilage or yeah. I like your scarf.
This is dangerous territory.
Yeah, they have her.
Hi. How you doing, Doug? Haven't seen you in forever. Good. Nice to see you.
Okay, nice to see you.
Congratulations to you, Samantha. All those accolades that came your way. It sounded pretty impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Oh, that's so nice. We were all just visiting, and a big hug to all those watching virtually as well. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce my very dear friend and a wonderful speaker. It's our Reverend Sue Quinn.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Thank you everyone for being here and in person, and the virtual audience, I appreciate you as well. I wanted to start out, I've been noticing some things. This is not necessarily relevant to my talk, but I think Richard got the memo, Lucille got the memo, Deshawn and her mother got the memo to wear turquoise today. You may or may not have noticed that. That was as much for me as it was for you. You'll notice what I'm wearing today, moss, butterflies. I'm not sure which. I didn't research my butterfly picture because today is all about transformation. Transformation, be it in nature, human form, or in our spiritual form. This thought came about at a client's house probably about a month ago. All my work is home-based, and so I was driving in a very rural area, and I looked on the front lawn and I saw a pheasant, and I'm like, all right, now you're having visual hallucinations. What is going on with you? I've never seen a live pheasant before. So I'm staring, looking, and I see the family, and they're like, no, it's true, you did see a pheasant. So not only are friends with wings and feathers, I've been thinking about all kinds of things that move through the air, such as fireflies, which came out, I want to say towards the end of July, thinking about mosquitoes, my total nemesis because they come after me big time, and I can almost scratch my skin off. bumblebees, dragonflies. If you look around, you notice a lot of these coming about. And most recently, I've just seen flocks, huge amounts of butterflies. And what I want to do is ask Nancy to pass out a picture that our dear Bill took today of a butterfly, and just take a peek at it. I don't have enough for everybody, but just look at it and see what you think about it.
We took a picture of this fly earlier today. It had this same butterfly
Isn't that just wild?
4 hours earlier on our boat.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it? So you were talking about what kind it is, which I didn't know, swallowtail. Thank you. In thinking about how it becomes a butterfly, that's really the piece that I've been thinking about is transformation. And a caterpillar, by way of metamorphosis, transforms into a butterfly. So our caterpillar butterfly starts out as larva, caterpillar stage, and there's growth that happens on multiple occasions during this time. Then there's a pupa. I may have pronounced it incorrectly. This is the chrysalis stage, or you've seen cocoons. Then there's the imaginal discs, that is specialized cells that are present in the caterpillar that will form the butterfly's legs, wings, antenna, and other body parts. Multiple cellular changes happen during this time of transformation, with broken down into all of the cells becoming reorganized to become a butterfly. This stage is called emergence. The butterfly emerges from the chrysalis, the cocoon, with its wings folded, and it is needing to expand its wings and dry off before it can fly. Now, raise of hands or just say yes. Have you ever seen this process of a butterfly coming out of cocoon? It is absolutely amazing. You just watch the slowness of how that happens. Just incredible. And just a true wonder of nature. In thinking about this, I went to Science of Mind, and this is a quote from Ernest Holmes. Think about this, how we are, how nature is, how our spirits are. Nature will not let us stay in any one place for too long. She will let us stay just long enough to gather the experience necessary to the unfolding and advancement of the soul. This is a wise provision, for should we stay there too long, we would become too set, too rigid, and too inflexible. Nature demands change in order that we may advance. Just think about nature, butterflies, mammals that are outside. Think about yourselves too, and how you've changed. We've all changed over the course of time. Some of you I've known for a while, 31 years. Some of you I've known for 15 years. Some of you are just recent meets. I wanted to talk a little bit about human development now, and I do have permission from both CJ and Deshawn to talk about that most wonderful Cynthia. and her formation that we've had the honor of seeing over the past year and a half. So I remember when Deshawn was pregnant, and you've got the whole gestational time, 9 months, and so many things happen during that time in utero. Then the baby is born, dear Cynthia, and she came in as a little bitty in her little car seat, just getting to know this world outside of her mom. And so much happens in that first year. The baby comes to know and comes to become more defined in their gross and fine motor movement, and in their capacity to recognize their caregivers and to distinguish who is their most trusted caregiver. And some language starts at this point in time, and perhaps with some, walking starts. So many things. In the brain, there's so many processes that happen during this time. It's just an amazing unfolding of this. And I'm thinking about, I want to say Cynthia's probably a toddler right now, like age 2, age 3, and having more and more language. I think I heard Cynthia doing a little bit of talking and response back and forth, the walking, and sometimes people have considered age 2, toddlerhood, the terrible twos. That may be true for some, true for others. It's to a greater degree or lesser degree, depending on temperament and that kind of thing. And that's when the toddler is developing their own personality and individuation and trying to figure out who they are separate of their parents. And oftentimes the words no will come up from both the adults and from the children. Think about early childhood. I'm thinking kindergarten, maybe through probably 6th grade. Lots of learning, and we move to the left side of the brain, the side which has your logic and your language and capacity to reason through things. Thinking about kids this age, they're learning math, they're learning science, they're mastering a lot of their fine and gross motor movement, and they're taking so much in like sponges. I think about my kids who are just like, boom, they got things and just went with everything. And my daughter's saying, Mom, is the moon following us, when she saw the moon outside the window in the car? And then my son, and they're going to love this, Mom, is everything made in China? You know, just a little chuckle right there. Who would notice that? And then we come into adolescence, what some people have considered to be the wonder years, and boy, are they the wonder years. About age 12 to age probably 30 sometimes. So you go in there, and I literally watched my son's feet grow. It's like, oh my gosh. And I said, when I talk to you and I have to discipline you, you will be sitting down because he's here. It's like, this is not going to work with you doing this kind of thing. And then my daughter, my sweet Carolyn, around age 12, she was watching TV, and I came down to watch with her, and what came out of her mouth was, hi Carolyn, was, are you going to be here? And I'm like, yeah. She walked away, and I'm thinking, where has my Carolyn gone? So this stage, you've got your prefrontal cortex kind of scrambled, your areas of logic and language, and impulsive decisions and decisions that may not have been made before are the norm. Peer pressure, doing things that other people would do, and you would think that your kids never would do. My daughter passed through that probably when she was age 18 and was much more pleasant and more reasonable. Now my son, he was a whole different ballgame, and there's a reason kids go to college. So yeah, he was at college, thank goodness, during this time of rebalancing. Then moving into adulthood, 20s, 30s, 40s, you're establishing how your life is going to be. what you like to do, what resonates with you, who you're going to be with, kind of making your way into how things are going to be, basically. Then another piece that Mary has talked about is older adulthood, which I'm in right now, and it's like, oh no, I did not know that life was going to be like this. And I wish my mom was alive so I could say, I get it. I understand why you left that room and you couldn't remember what you were going to get. I get it. You can't see this minuscule writing. But alas, in the throes of this right now. And it's quite a grappling. And you have to have courage as you grow old. There's no question about that. One of the thoughts that has come up, and I've heard from different people, is the days are slow, but the years are fast. And I think about that in relation to my kids, and it's so true. Just looking at Cynthia. What we also do know from A Course in Miracles is that time is an illusion. It's part of the illusion of the world. With all this development in play, we are working to understand, become wise, and live life as humans. Wisdom is hard to come by. But I look at this room and I know you who are out there watching this are full of wisdom. And I've been blessed with that wisdom so many times. I wanted to do a reading from Rumi for you to think about. And this book title caught my attention at Barnes & Noble. After the ecstasy, the laundry. Isn't that how life is? This is by Jack Kornfield. It's like the everyday stuff in the midst of all these other things that go on. And I realized through this reading that Rumi was from Persia, which is an interesting fact. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows, who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. That just totally made my spine tingle every time I read that. I wanted to move into the spiritual part of butterflies and why we're here, like-minded people. So the spiritual and mystical meaning of butterflies is that, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'll go into it something different so I can come back to this. As I said, this talk has been incubating, not only for the past month, but about 8 years ago, I married a couple people, and their niece had gotten married the year before. And she'd gotten married in France. Her mother had just died 6 months before. And when she was walking into the chapel to become married, she saw monarch butterflies And she told me that they are not indigenous to the area where she was. And she knew that was her mother coming to her and blessing her. How beautiful. Think of that when you see a butterfly, because it's someone from beyond thinking about you. In Greek mythology, the Psyche, which means solar butterfly, is often depicted with butterfly wings. Butterflies show up as symbols of love, romance, beauty, and freedom. Butterflies are also a symbol of divine transformation and change. They are seen as hope. What I want to do next is invite you to write on a card that Nancy is going to be passing out. I think I've made enough. And on there, people, places, or things that you think have transformed you. We'll just take a moment for that. And if there's not enough, perhaps you could write it on the comment card. Write on there people, places, or things that have transformed you. I'm looking around. I don't want to rush everyone, but I'm also cognizant of the time. I wonder if anyone would like to share any of what they have written, if you want to. Yes, Mary.
This is just so interesting because I have a memory when you've been talking. Many years ago, I just started on this path. I was at a Catholic convention in Grand Rapids, and I had, I would say, probably the first spiritual experience I've ever had, and I was like so blown away by it, I could barely speak. I came home like in an altered state, and when I got home, a butterfly, I had put a chrysalis in a jar that I found, and the butterfly had hatched in the jar and dried with a bent wing. I almost feel like crying if I just remembered this, and the message was so clear. Yes, you've shed your cocoon, but you're not ready to fly. And it was just very profound.
Thank you, Mary. That is so beautiful, and that's how I felt when I was writing this. John.
When I was studying the Course in Miracles with Dan and Carol Maynard, after a couple of years when when we read a page that was very difficult for me to comprehend and make sense out of. And I got a message in a dream that night to open up to Holy Spirit and let Holy Spirit give me an interpretation and a message. And when I did that, it was a blessing, an amazing gift of internal tuition from Holy Spirit, what the message was. And it was just a beautiful gift. And that was the beginning of being open to intuition and guidance by Holy Spirit in many situations. And it's a wonderful gift of transformation.
Thank you. Being open, transforming. Anyone else? Nancy?
I hope I don't cry, but
It's okay.
it's heartfelt. My mentor, who was probably one of the most divine people I've ever studied with, but he just exuded love to all of us, and it was transformative.
That's beautiful. Thank you. I know for me, this whole experience of being a part of the fellowship for today has been totally transformative. It really has. I thank you all for being on this path with me. And on a much lighter note, being open and taking time and looking at change, Course in Miracles, whatnot, I will say before I impulsively respond to an email, I give myself at least 24 hours. That's on a much lighter note, so I don't respond in a way that could be reactive or interpreted as not such a good thing. What you have for yourselves is something to remind you of transformation with the butterflies. Take these home, put them on your mirrors, put them in your car, do with them as you choose, just to remind you of how we transform. Before I end, I wanted to invite you to just settle into your seats, quiet your mind, and have your feet on the floor, spine straight. If you are comfortable, close your eyes and relax all parts of your body from your head to your toes. You are held in a warm cocoon of love, of light, of being, in forgiveness, in openness, and in connection. Please keep your eyes closed, and I wanted to read this as we part from Rumi. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. As you feel ready to come back, just wiggle parts and open your eyes. And I thank you for this transformation.
Thank you so much, Sue. What a beautiful, beautiful message. We'll be thinking of or transforming and wonderful, especially keeping that with us. I put mine on the refrigerator. So thank you. And this is the time in our service where we bless our tithes and offerings. And as we are taught in A Course in Miracles, that giving and receiving are one in truth. And every one of us benefits because of your generosity. And we're able to be here every week having these wonderful services because of you. So just a big thank you. And as the basket comes around, Richard, if you could bring the basket around. Might be one on the inside table if there's not one out there. Remember to add your prayer cards to the basket as he comes around, and then Corey will be singing I Am Grateful for us. Join with me in the front of your bulletin. We'll read together the blessings of the tithes and offerings. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. And now we'll just take just a few moments to go within, perhaps close your eyes or soften your gaze, and let's bring to mind all those that you have listed in the prayer basket here, people, places, different events going on in the world, and those in your hearts. Don't worry if you forgot something. Just know that we are taking all of those people and places and events and just holding them and knowing that everyone has this deep sense of care from the divine, that they can feel this divine embrace. They can feel our love, our deep care. And our prayer is that they can receive this and they truly, truly know that they are not alone. May this be so. Okay. We can open our eyes, and now it's time for another song from Mighty Medicine.
play for almost 9 years. Sean and I played at senior citizen homes. It was our bread and butter. They paid us well, and we were happy to be there. We used to bring the accordion all the time, and everybody loved it. If you were here earlier, you heard us playing Roll Out the Barrel.
Yeah.
We had fun with that. This is a song we wrote here in Old Town. In Adelaide's old store. Yeah, here in Old Town, we wrote this song. It's called Michigan Rock and Roll. You can see it on YouTube, our video. All right. One more time.
I was born and raised in Michigan. My heart is planted here. I will always remember the original people who built their fires near. People from every direction, carrying their hopes and fears, settled in the land of Volta to make their fortunes clear. Please clap along. Michigan rock and roll, the good time. Michigan rock and roll. Michigan rock and roll, the good time. Michigan rock and roll. It used to be a place for Chris to make a buck. We blew it out to sand. Look across the lake, we sold those trees to build Chicago land. Remember times of plenty when our copper turned on the world. The crash and stamp of industry that every boy and girl. Michigan rock and roll, for good time. Michigan rock and roll. Michigan rock and roll, for good time. Michigan rock and roll. Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Kid Rock, Bob Seger, Madonna and the Supremes. They wrote and sang the songs, we danced, we built our Motown dreams. Cars and trucks and all those hits made Motown a household name. Now Motown is often forgotten, and things just ain't the same. Michigan rock and roll, for good time. Michigan rock and roll. Michigan rock and roll, for good time. Michigan rock and roll. Rock and roll for good times, let's make a brand new start. Better days tomorrow are glowing in my heart. Rock and roll for good times, let's make a brand new start. Better days tomorrow are glowing in my heart. My heart. Michigan rock and roll, for good time. Michigan rock and roll. Michigan rock and roll, for good time. Michigan rock and roll. Clap your hands if you love Michigan. It's time they remember our name. We're more than a shutdown factory. We've got something to claim. We're only as strong as our weakest link, so get up, stand up and shout. I was born and raised in Michigan. I know just what it's all about. Michigan rock and roll, good time. Michigan rock and roll, yeah. Michigan rock and roll, good time. Michigan rock and roll. Sing along, let us hear you. Michigan rock and roll, good time. Michigan rock and roll. Michigan rock and roll, good time. Michigan rock and roll.
How fun. Oh my goodness, that was fabulous. Thank you, thank you. One more time. Miss Cynthia, oh my goodness. Just a few announcements. And, well, today was the Waldemar Walk, but there will be another walk, and that's going to be September 7th at 12:30 with Reverend Sue Quinn. In case you missed today, she'll do it the first Saturday of each month. So Sunday of each month at 12:30. Death Cafe will be Saturday, August 16th at 2 o'clock, and that's right here. Healing Movements, Monday at 4. It's like a gentle yoga class, so would love to have you. And that's done right here, and right in this space. Any questions, let me know. And then on August 10th, next Sunday, we've been invited by our friends from the Matthew Vian Salon right next door. And they have asked for us to come see their salon and learn about their services. So Angie's in the back there. If you've got any questions, please see her after. And that was so nice. And if you can stay a little longer next week, we can just all go over. And I'm looking forward to it and seeing their place. And I think we have got it. So thank you so much, everyone, for another wonderful service. And thank you for watching virtually, and for those joining us here today in person. Big thank you to Corey and Mighty Medicine, Deshaun, Larry, Reverend Sue Quinn for a wonderful message, and Samantha for helping put all this together.
And Julie for leading the service.
Oh, thank you. And now it's time we can come into our peace circle and have our closing blessing. And if you're not sure the words, just bring your sheet, the bulletin with you. It's right on the back.